found a diary in my attic filled with secrets about my family's past. As I read, I uncovered shocking truths that changed everything I thought I knew forever. If you make it to the end, bless you. My husband 42M and I 38F have been together for 16 years. We have 2 kids. It's mostly been a good relationship with normal ebbs and flows. The past year has been pretty difficult on my end, and I think I've reached my breaking point. I just want to make it clear before I start that my husband is a good man, and I do love him. I've been a stay-at-home mom for most of our marriage. It was out of necessity rather than desire on my part. My husband was working at building his business, and we needed the flexibility of me being home. I had a job I loved, but I didn't make much, and it just made sense at the time. I also homeschool our children because it works well for us. I did all the normal stay-at-home mom stuff, dinner, cleaning, laundry, bills, etc. He did help when needed and was never resentful of it. He worked very long hours and lots of weekends, but I supported him because owning his own business was his dream. About 3 years ago, I started to feel some fatigue from being the primary caregiver of our children. I wanted more and our business was pretty stable, so we agreed that I'd go back to school. Our children are old enough now that schooling them is less hands-on, so again, it made sense. I graduated with my 2-year degree last year and started nursing school shortly thereafter. This is when things started to get rough. Nursing school is a total time suck. It requires so much time and so much energy. We discussed the shifting of responsibility and how difficult this was going to be on all of us, and he said he was supportive. He started making snide comments about things he was doing at home, things I had always taken care of, things that I guess he just didn't realize I did. I tried to communicate with him, see what could be done to make things easier on him for this transition. He is not a good communicator, though, so I didn't push a mistake on my part. The comments started getting more frequent and meaner. We've never been mean to each other. It's just not how we fight. Or rather, hasn't been how we fight. He started getting resentful of the time I was up at school or volunteering. I do volunteer quite a bit. Summer came, and I thought things would get better. I got a job where I work a few days a week from 7 to 7. I love my job so much, and it's really nice to finally be able to contribute to our income. It's really empowering. Over the past few months, I've become a lot more independent. Historically, I've needed my husband a lot. I had some really serious depression after our kids, and I couldn't do much without him, like go to the doctor or grocery shop or whatever. Over the past 5 years, I've gotten that under control. Through nursing school, I've made a lot new friends that I like to spend time with. We grab quick dinners and sometimes head to the movies. This apparently bothers my husband, though he's never actually verbalized it. I started to come home from an activity, volunteering, or a night out with friends, to rage on his part. He would yell at me, call me names, and say horribly hurtful things. He went through and read my text messages, trying to find something I'm doing wrong. My friend group is mixed female and male, and most are younger than I am. When I come home, I never know how he'll react. Last night was pretty bad. He stopped replying to my random I love you texts, and this morning didn't bother to say it back. He's hanging up on me, he's ignoring me, he's treating me really badly. He twists my words and ascribes them emotions that I'm just not feeling. I feel like I'm dying inside. Any self-esteem I've gained from following my dreams, he's crushing. While I don't think he's abusive, I feel a lot like I did when I was in an abusive relationship. Walking on eggshells, trying to test the room when I walk in, afraid to do anything that might upset him, being overly nice so that he'll be nice back. To be clear, I'm home most nights. I might go out with friends once a week or twice, but once is during the day. Like this week, Sunday, I went to dinner with a friend that was leaving for New York the next day. I was gone 2 hours. Monday, I was home. Tuesday, I was working all day, then went up to the school for midnight registration. Wednesday is my weekly volunteer day, and whoever is volunteering goes out for food after for about an hour. Today, I'm working a short shift. Tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm home. I'm just done. I'm so tired of feeling badly about myself, like I'm doing something wrong. I've tried to talk about all of this 1,000 times. I never fight back when he's yelling at me or calling me names. I've suggested counseling. I'm going to therapy myself, but he's not interested. The problem is I don't want my marriage to be over. I love him, and I promised him forever. I don't break my promises. I just want things to go back to where they were a year ago. I need help. Thanks in advance. Update. While my original post didn't get a ton of feedback, I thought I'd update. About a month after I posted, I asked him for a separation. He agreed. I moved out and I got my own place now. I thought maybe moving out would be the wake-up call that was needed to save the marriage, but it wasn't. However, it turned out to be the best thing for all of us. We share custody of our children, and they transitioned to public school and are doing very, very well. I'm doing pretty well too. It's been hard, and there have been a lot of ups and downs, but it's been worth it. We're all so much happier now, and my ex and I are working really well together to co-parent our kids, and we're even friends. We'll always be there for each other, but we're better off apart. Not the happy ending that I was hoping for, but a happy ending nonetheless.